Here is the story of Ra, the god who was self-begotten and self-created. After he had assumed sovereignty over people, gods, and all things, he was the one God. Now the people were speaking words of complaint, saying, "Behold, his majesty
Life, strength, and health to him.
has grown old, his bones have become like silver, his limbs have turned to gold, and his hair is like true lapis lazuli." His majesty heard the complaints the people were uttering, and he, life, strength, and health to him, said to those in his retinue, "Call out and bring to me my eye, and Shu, and Tefnut, and Seb, and Nut, and the father gods and mother gods who were with me when I was in Nu. Side by side with my god Nu, bring with my eye his ministers, and lead them to me here secretly, so that the people may not perceive them coming, and therefore not take flight in their hearts. Come with them to the great house, and let them explain their plans fully, for I will go from Nu to the place where I brought myself into being, and let those gods be brought to me there." The gods stood on each side of Ra and bowed down before him until their heads touched the ground. The maker of people, the king of those who have knowledge, spoke his words in the presence of the father of the firstborn gods. The gods spoke before his majesty, saying, "Speak to us, for we are listening to your words." Then Ra spoke to Nu, saying, "O firstborn god from whom I came into being, O gods of ancient time, my ancestors, pay attention to what the people are doing. For those created by my eye are uttering complaints against me. Tell me what you would do about this. Consider it for me and find a plan, for I will not destroy them until I have heard what you advise." Then the majesty of Nu, the father of Ra, spoke, saying, "You are the god greater than the one who made you. You are sovereign over those created with you. Your throne is established, and the fear of you is great. Let your eye go against those who have spoken blasphemies against you." The majesty of Ra replied, "Behold, they have fled into the mountains, for their hearts are afraid because of the words they have spoken." Then the god said before his majesty, "Let your eye go forth and destroy for you those who revile you with evil words, for there is no eye that can go before it and resist you, and it when it travels in the form of Hathor." So this goddess went forth and slew the people who were in the mountains or desert. The majesty of the god said, Come in peace, O Hathor, for the work is accomplished." The goddess said, "You have given me life. When I gained mastery over the people, it was sweet to my heart." The majesty of Ra said, "I myself will be master over them as their king, and I will destroy them." It came to pass that Sekhmet of the offerings waded through the night in their blood, beginning at Sutenhenen. Then the majesty of Ra said, "Call for swift messengers who can run like the wind." And immediately such messengers were brought to him. The majesty of the god said, "Let these messengers go to Abu and bring me much red ochre." When the red ochre was brought, the majesty of the god gave it to the high priest in Anu to grind, while maidservants crushed barley for beer. This red ochre was placed in the vessels that would hold the beer, along with some of the blood of the people who had been slain. They made 7,000 vessels of beer. When the majesty of Ra, king of south and north, came with the gods to inspect the beer vessels, and daylight had come after the goddess's slaughter of the people as she sailed up the river, the majesty of Ra said, "It is good. It is good. Nevertheless, I must protect the people from her." Ra said, "Let them take the jars and carry them to the place where the people were slaughtered by her." Then the majesty of the king of south and north in the threefold beauty of the night caused these jars of beer that bring sleep to be poured out. And the meadows of the four heavens were filled with beer because of the souls of the majesty of this god. When the goddess arrived at dawn, she found the heavens flooded with beer and was pleased. She drank the beer and blood, her heart rejoiced, and she became drunk, paying no further attention to the people. Then the majesty of Ra said to this goddess, come in peace, O Ammit," and beautiful women came into being in the city of Ammit. The majesty of Ra said of this goddess, "Let vessels of the sleep-producing beer be made for her at every holy time and season of the year, in number according to the number of my handmaidens." From that early time until now, people have been accustomed, on the festival of Hathor, to make vessels of the beer that brings sleep in numbers corresponding to the handmaidens of Ra. The majesty of Ra said to this goddess, "I am struck by the pain of the fire of sickness. Where does this pain come from?" The majesty of Ra said, "I live, but my heart has become exceedingly weary of living with them. I have slain some of them, but a remnant of worthless ones remains. For the destruction I wrought among them was not as great as my power." Those gods and his following said to him, "Do not be overcome by inactivity, for your might is in proportion to your will." The majesty of this god said to the majesty of Nu, "My limbs are weak as at the first time. I will not allow this to happen to me again." The majesty of Nu said, "O Shu, be the eye for your father and avenge him, and you, goddess Nut, place him." The goddess Nut said, "How can this be, O my father Nu?" "Hail," said Nut to the god Nu, and the goddess immediately became a cow and set the majesty of Ra upon her back. When this had been done, the people saw the god Ra on the back of the cow. Then they said, "Remain with us, and we will overthrow your enemies who speak blasphemy against you and destroy them." His Majesty Ra set out for the great house, and the gods in Ra's train remained with the people. During that time the earth was in darkness. When the earth became light again and morning dawned, the people came forth with their bows and weapons and prepared to shoot the enemies of Ra. The majesty of this god said, "Your violent transgressions are behind you, for the slaughter of enemies is above the slaughter of sacrifice, and thus the slaughter of sacrifice came into being." The majesty of this god said to Nut, "I have placed myself upon my back in order to stretch myself out." This means that he united himself with Nut. Then the majesty of this god said, "I am departing from them, the people, and he who would see me must come after me." And so it came to be. The majesty of this god looked forth from within and said, "Gather people for me and prepare for me a dwelling for multitudes." And so it came to be his majesty said, "Let a great field be produced." And Sekhmet came into being. He said, "I will gather reeds there." And Sekhmet came into being. He said, "I will make it contain dwellers like stars of all kinds." And the stars came into being. The goddess Nut trembled because of the height. The majesty of Ra said, "I decree that supports be made to bear the goddess up." And the props of heaven came into being. The majesty of Ra said, "O my son Shu, I pray you to set yourself under my daughter Nut, and guard for me the supports of the millions that are there and live in darkness. Take the goddess upon your head and act as her nurse." And thus the custom of a son nursing a daughter, and of a father carrying a son upon his head, came into being.